Hi, my name is James, and I'm going to show you how to lose your man boobs quickly and painlessly. You see, it wasn't so long ago that I was desperately trying everything under the sun to get rid of my man boobs. And if you're like me, you probably tried everything possible too. Diets, exercises, drugs, anything on the internet, safe or dangerous, right? To be honest, I have had man boobs ever since I could remember. The greatest day of my life was when I discovered it wasn't my fault. This condition destroyed my self-image, especially when I had to take off my shirt in front of others. I remember a guy in middle school, Johnny was his name. He decided it'd be funny to announce to everyone in the locker room to check out my bitch tits. You can imagine this made me more than just uncomfortable. Even my friends and family would laugh and comment on my man boobs. I just laughed it off, but they never knew it was really tearing me up inside. The worst part was that when I was young, I didn't know anyone else who was experiencing this. I felt alone. I finally got so upset, I went home and did like 1,000 push-ups, and all I got from that was a sore chest. Seriously? It felt like I was cursed. I could not seem to get rid of these man boobs no matter what I did. Even the doctor didn't help. As a kid, all he told me was that I would grow out of them. After 20, I didn't know how much more growing up I had to do. By now, I had become so frustrated, I just gave up and tried to accept it. But as a matter of fact, my self-esteem only got worse over time. I always felt people were laughing about my man boobs behind my back. I finally met other people who were experiencing man boobs, and they tried some crazy stuff. All the things I didn't want to do. They all got into doing marathons, weightlifting, surgery, and diets. They didn't really get much out of it except losing weight, getting stronger, and having to wear some brace for a few months. In the end, they never really lost their man boobs. And when I started this program, I found out why they didn't and why I did. But before I tell you how I got my flat chest, let me tell you a quick story. A few weeks ago, my buddies and I went to a bar for drinks. Then a group of hot girls came over and started talking about me and my chest. The hottest girl in the group suddenly said, "I want to see your chest," and she lifted up my shirt. I felt a little awkward since this had never happened to me before. My buddies felt dumb because the girls weren't paying attention to them. After all, they'd gotten big bellies and were starting to grow their own man boobs. You're probably asking yourself, well, what did you do? Remember I told you about my doctor who said they would eventually go away? Unfortunately for me, that wasn't as easy as that, but it was actually good in a way. It wasn't until I realized that the doctors may have been onto something. After all, guys growing out of their man boobs had happened to others often enough that the doctors believed that mine would do the same. I decided there must be something I could do to get rid of my man boobs naturally, and if there was a way, I was going to find it. After countless hours of research and questioning professionals, I felt like Indiana Jones looking for clues to the lost ark. One day, I was at the gym, almost ready to give up all hope, until I met Neil Anthony, who's actually not a qualified nutritionist or a fitness expert. He was just some guy who needed a spot on the bench press. I told him I wished I had a chest as ripped as his, and then he surprised me when he told me it wasn't always like that. He used to have man boobs just like me. So I asked him to explain how he did it. I wanted to know everything. He made it sound so simple, yet no one knows about this. It's about balancing hormones and minimizing estrogen. Then it all made sense. It didn't matter how big or small your man boobs were or how long you'd had them. The secret to getting rid of them was the same. It's not just about losing weight, you have to balance your hormones. Apparently, there are some important hormones that actually peak and some that reduce when you hit your 20s. That's why some guys naturally lose their man boobs without doing anything. And when I found this key, it was like unlocking the secrets from a hidden chest. Literally. I finally understood why things I tried didn't work. That's why exercise didn't work, because most people think that exercise is all the same. It's not. You have to focus on the right exercises to stimulate hormone balance. And that's why weight loss didn't work, because whether you're fat or skinny, you have man boobs. So we have to focus our efforts on the right weight loss to reduce the size of man boobs. And that's why buying the magic pills doesn't work, because they don't actually help you lose man boobs. They're just supplements intended for losing weight and feed on your insecurities. Once I started the program, I was able to lose my man boobs in 3 months. But I found out that I was actually a special case, because for most men, it's usually only about 6 to 8 weeks. And I didn't have to do a workout for hours on end. I finally discovered the secret that would get me the chest I'd always wanted. More importantly, because I'd gotten rid of my man boobs. The best day since I realized it wasn't my fault was after 3.5 months of frustrating yet desperate faith, I actually achieved what I thought was impossible. Yes, my man boobs were reduced to a flat, sexy shape. You can get the system in just a few seconds, and nothing's shipped to you so you don't have to wait for delivery. You'll get immediate access. All the information you need is straight to the point, and it works. You're going to get the system that Neil gave me, so you know it's been tried and tested by hundreds of men already. It'll restore your self-esteem and self-confidence. You'll feel confident with your shirt off in public. It's a simple, easy, natural system. A system that helps you every step of the way, and a system created by someone who was in the exact same position as yourself just a few months back. So let's get started. You can begin to lose your man boobs now. No more puffy chest, no more hiding your body, and it's 100% money back guarantee. But I have to tell you that I got Neil to let me offer it for a special price for the next 5 days. Then he made me promise to sell it at the normal rate, so you don't want to wait. Click on the button below and begin getting the chest you've always wanted.